Hi, it's Brandi here, registered holistic nutritionist and health blogger for Chlorella USA. Today's video blog is all about foods that cause bloating. Bloating is one of the most common health symptoms I hear about. In fact, I used to suffer from chronic bloating myself and had no idea what was causing it and therefore no idea how to fix it. And while bloating may seem like a very stubborn symptom to get rid of, it's often easy to get rid of bloating when you understand which foods you have in your diet that may be causing you to bloat out like a balloon after every meal. So in today's video blog, I'll let you know what the top 5 foods are that cause bloating and what to eat instead. One of the biggest culprits in bloating that many of us wouldn't initially think about are raw vegetables. Raw veggies are, of course, a great source of vitamins, minerals, digestive enzymes, and fiber, but sometimes the fiber found in plant foods can be a little difficult for us to break down and digest, which results in bloating and gas. This is especially true if you're used to eating processed foods such as white bread or white pasta. Those foods have their fiber removed during the refining process. And if you're used to eating those foods on a regular basis, introducing high fiber foods to your diet that your body may not be used to breaking down can result in bloating after meals. So I recommend paying attention, of course, to how you feel after eating raw veggies. And if you are bloating out after eating them, try to pre-digest them by blending them into a smoothie or lightly steaming them. So this is a great time with fall coming up to replace your raw salads with lightly steamed vegetables instead. And that way you're not missing out on the essential nutrients found in veggies, but you can get rid of the bloating in the process. Another common food that causes bloating is dairy, and actually it's estimated that 75% of the population has difficulty digesting dairy. So even if you don't have a full-blown allergy to dairy products, your body can still be sensitive to it, and bloating is a common sign of dairy sensitivity. The reason why we have difficulty breaking dairy products down is because in order to digest the lactose found in dairy, we need the digestive enzyme lactase. Our body naturally produces lactase when we're in the ages of breastfeeding. However, our body realizes that without needing to breastfeed anymore, we don't require as much of this enzyme. And that's a whole different theory about whether or not we're meant to consume dairy products, but in general, that's the reason why so many of us can be sensitive to dairy products and get bloated after we eat them. So I recommend replacing dairy products with a nut milk or grain milk alternative, such as oat milk or rice milk. Almond milk, cashew milk, or hemp milk are also great alternatives. Another culprit in bloating, actually these are 2 culprits, but we'll group them together, are beans and lentils. So beans and lentils are very high in fiber, which, as I've mentioned, can be a little difficult for some of us to digest. But beans and lentils also contain another nutrient called phytic acid, which is a protective coating on the outside that's very difficult for our bodies to break down. And this is one of the reasons why they can cause bloating. So if you do choose to include beans and lentils in your diet, because they are a great source of protein, one way to get around the problems with phytic acid and enhance their digestibility is by soaking them in water before cooking them. And adding a splash of apple cider vinegar to the water will further help break down the phytic acid. So this means avoiding buying beans canned and cooking them at home instead. And if you choose to substitute beans with a different source of protein, I recommend going for quinoa, which is a complete plant-based source of protein, contains all 9 essential amino acids, or sticking to lean proteins such as organic chicken or turkey. Going gluten-free may seem like another health trend, but it could be the reason why you're bloated. Gluten is thought to be a pro-inflammatory nutrient, so it can actually cause inflammation in your digestive tract when it's being digested, and this can further impair your body's ability to digest other foods, which can lead to bloating. And it's actually thought that many of us do have difficulty breaking down gluten despite not having celiac disease or a full-blown allergy to gluten. So it can help to leave gluten out of your diet for at least a couple weeks to see how your body reacts. And since it is a pro-inflammatory nutrient, it's ideal to leave out of your diet anyways. So I recommend replacing glutinous grains with non-glutinous grains, such as brown rice, quinoa, and even buckwheat is gluten-free. So leaving the gluten out of your diet is one of the necessary steps, in my opinion, to getting rid of bloating for good. Lastly, carbonated beverages could be bloating you. And that's because carbonated beverages contain a gas called carbon dioxide. So when you drink them, you're actually swallowing this gas that can get stuck in your digestive system and, of course, lead to bloating. So avoiding carbonated beverages between and during meals is extremely important to prevent bloating. And just replace them with non-fizzy beverages, plain water, or even doing a homemade vitamin water with chopped up fruit if you don't feel like drinking plain water. Either way, avoiding the fizzy drinks is key to preventing bloating. Do you have any questions about the foods that can bloat you? Let us know in the comments below. We're always happy to hear them. Thanks for watching.